I'm June, and I specialize in colorful tattoos. I saw that Ed Sheeran uploaded a video explaining some of his tattoos. Every time I've seen anything about his tattoos, they seem pretty insane, so I am excited to get up close and personal. Ed Sheeran tells the stories behind his tattoos. Off the bat, I know that he has a very, very unique aesthetic to his body sleeve. Definitely not like American traditional or anything like that.
So how many tattoos do you think you have now?
I see it as one tattoo, so I wouldn't be able to count. Yeah, people always say I look like a melted crayon.
The melted crayon thing is kind of crazy. I've actually never seen anyone have their freckles show through their tattoos. That is a very unique part of being ginger. I wonder if they were already there. I mean, you know, and now I'm actually thinking if like having tattoos changes how your skin takes in UV at all. Probably not, but this like sun damage is making me wonder that.
I grew up in a household,
Those baby feet. Wait, what comes after Gen X? This takes like the Gen X liking like watercolor tattoos to a whole nother level. I'm seeing some Banksy, I'm seeing a Christmas tree, a mushroom, overpass. There's a lot to look at here. I see a Pokemon ball.
parents, they worked in art, and I was surrounded by colourful paintings. My mum painted our bedroom like bright colours, and I was surrounded by creative, bright coloured things. And when
He says painting. I would be quite curious to see what kind of art. I'm assuming not fine art. That's just my guess right now.
first started getting tattoos, I was just like, I like colour.
Me too, Ed, me too.
My first one was this little paw print. Christina Perri. It was in her brother's tattoo shop, and I had no idea. We actually ended up making music together and touring together in the future, but it was in her brother's tattoo shop in 2010. I just turned 18, and I was legal to get a tattoo.
2010. Well, yeah, okay, that's been a while. No, wait, 15 years for all of this? Okay.
So I walked into this shop. I'd drawn this paw print on me for about
Wait, I want to get up close before they apply that filter. He does not put on enough sunscreen. I could just tell. And I think he's gone to a lot of people that don't specialize in color tattoos, because I'm seeing so much patchiness. It is bound to happen. It's fine. But I do think that you should go in and get it touched up. I'm not in love with the idea of patchy color, like blocked color, and some skin is showing through. If it's incorporated with the design, fine. Like down here with the blue, I think it is. But this green, I don't know.
about 3 or 4 years every day with permanent marker, and I was like, that's gonna be my one tattoo and I'll get no more, obviously.
That's a good way to figure out if you actually really want it. I have heard of people drawing on something every day for a year to see how they feel about it.
Actually, I got these with Christina Perri. I was just about to play Madison Square Garden.
Does she sing? Wait, does Christina Perri sing? If I die young, bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, take me to the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Whoa.
This was 2012, October. I featured on Taylor's album Red. I got it to signify that. My favourite tattoo, my daughter.
Pause. I think that's a good shot for us to pause on.
Actually.
There's so many like just random things. This like very large gingerbread cookie with the. This is giving Sesame Street. That's such a wide sign for just 6th Street. Koala, very, very thick lining of cherry blossoms, and then a fish that looks like it would be out of Futurama. Ed, nothing is sacred with Ed. In regards to like, there's no style. There's no limitations. The aesthetics that he chooses from is really endless and very, very, very varied.
My favourite tattoo, my daughter drew a little bunny rabbit, and I got that.
I like
tattooed.
those types of
so
tattoos.
That's probably my favourite one at the moment, just because it's
you
always
show
covered
us?
up. No one else sees it, but
Oh,
it's something that
okay.
I look at every day. I've got my kids' footprints on.
Whoa. What's up here? Oh, is that part of the Basquiat one? I really don't enjoy the shade of yellow that we have over here on the left. It's holding so good. It's so odd. Like, you never ever see like pastel yellow in tattoos, but he's so goddamn white. I mean, same. Like, every single color just like pops on his skin. I do wish that it was applied a little more thoughtfully, thoroughly.
Back when they were born, we got their footprints, and I put them in little squares.
Put them in little squares, but I wonder, I mean, it looks to me like the squares were already drawn out. I wonder if at the same time, so it's interesting to like designate space like that.
After going to Antarctica, which is possibly the most amazing place on the planet, like, it's really blew my mind. Seeing the orcas for the first time when they come out of the
Orcas are in Antarctica?
water, it's like really breathtaking. Also, like, when you're going into Antarctica, you see the first penguin, and you're like, oh my god! And then by the end of it, you're just like, penguins, they're just everywhere. It's just like, oh, it's another fucking penguin. But that is what my daughter is named after, Antarctica. I met Damien Rice when I was like super young. I'd gone to like an under 18 show with my cousin in Dublin. I met him afterwards in the bar. He was just there having a pint, and I went up and spoke to him, and it was before I'd started writing songs or really taking that seriously, and that was like the turning point of my life, really. Have you seen the album cover for O? Anyway, it's like two little stick drawings, and then it says Damien Rice over the two little stick drawings, and he took my album and signed it, and then drew a little stick drawing of me with a plane above me, because I'd flown over with my dad to Ireland.
I like that a lot. I like that specific one on the album, these like naive, like childlike drawings. That's where naive comes from. I think it's really, really subversive for the idea that tattoos are forever and have to be perfect and have to be very well thought out, and this like childlike impulsivity in a way, I think is cool.
Something that I wanted to get for a while was the lyrics, everything that happens is from now on, from Restacks. I'd spoken to Gary Lightbody.
I'm seeing like large cracks all along here. Just my professional opinion, what's like coming to mind is it looks like a tattoo that got very, very dry. So dry that it started cracking. This especially happens when it's like large surfaces of color being applied.
Everything that happens is from now on, from Restacks. I'd spoken to Gary Lightbody from Snow Patrol about it, and we were both like, that's our favourite lyric, we should get that tattooed. And I was like, if I ever meet him, I'll get to write it in his handwriting. He was playing in Suffolk, which is where I live, and I managed to get to meet him, and so I got it in handwriting, I got it tattooed, and Gary decided that he didn't want to get it done. But Gary doesn't have any tattoos either. I think I'm a bit more free with skin.
You could definitely say that about Ed Sheeran. He's definitely free with his skin. Meow.
I also heard you have a matching tattoo with Harry Styles.
Yeah, I think he's tattooed over his. It wasn't so much matching. I got the little Pingu penguin, and he got Pingu written, but
Wow, he has very, very, very different style. His is a lot more, at this point I feel like it's kind of derogatory to say, but Pinterest-esque. Pingu. How random.
I think he's covered it with an anchor, which obviously looks a bit cooler.
I would definitely be kind of insulted. Of course, it's everyone's choice, but like, woof.
I was doing the video for Galway Girl with Sheeran, and she tattoos me in the video, and I said to her, it'd be funny if we misspell it, Galway Grill. I think I said in an interview that she'd...
Wait, they like actually did the tattoo in the movie, I'd be so curious to like see what the process of setting up for that was, because you know you got to get that in one go.
Spelt it wrong, and then that went round that she'd spelt it wrong, but we had planned it. Saoirse did actually tattoo me. I don't think she's given a tattoo since. I think this is the sole Saoirse tattoo.
I can tell.
I'm a big fan of the TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I was making
Who
this
isn't?
sleeve and getting tattoos in significant places that I was travelling. So I got, you know, the Heinz ketchup in Pittsburgh and the koala in Australia.
Sure, why not? I do find it, I mean, I've done a bunch of these kinds of tattoos. Like when I was in Australia, I think I had a client who wanted a koala or something like that. I ended up talking her out of it because we were both Hungarian in Australia. And I was like, I don't know. But it is funny, I've tattooed a lot of these like location-based, like remembering a location, and I think I have never been of that origin. I don't think I've ever actually tattooed anything Hungarian related in Hungary, and that would be the only really authentic thing.
I was like, what do I get for Philly? And I got Prince.
I would have gone cream cheese, but I just found out that that's actually not at all from Philadelphia. Lads on tour. Classic.
I was on tour with Rixton. They're 4 lads, and we were on tour. And in Great Britain, there's like a phrase of when you're going out drinking with the lads, your lads on tour.
Lads has such a, I don't know, misogynistic like
Yeah, it's about as basic.
association to me with it.
I was playing Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium is the biggest stadium that we have in the UK. I didn't know I would be playing a stadium ever. I didn't even think I'd be playing arenas. I thought I was a theatre artist, and I sold out 3 Wembleys in 2015.
Wait, what's the difference between a theatre? Is there?
For
Okay.
the first time. The Wembley is the home of English football. The crest of English football is 3 lions, so I wanted to get something connected with that.
I'm looking at this up here, the woman, the silhouette dancing. I have a feeling they did the line first and then extended it out once he had more to connect it with, because you would have had to think that out quite a bit. I think I like it, how it like comes out, especially because it connects into something. I do think that orange and blue looks really sick together. That, is it Kiss? No, it's Rolling Stone. That looks very clean. This rose also looks really, really clean. You can see how the lion's features are kind of blurred together. He definitely got this done quite a while ago and has not worn sunscreen. Naughty Ed.
Most painful tattoo by far.
All right, let's get into this one. I can tell that that's your most painful tattoo. That is so outrageously blown out. It's so thick. The line art is so incredibly thick. And like full color, I mean, to me, this looks like skin that was overdone. Very, very well done. The red, it was really, really packed in there. But the black is really like, it's bleeding. It's bleeding bad in like all of the areas. It's also very wonky. I don't know what the hell happened here. This looks like an entire line was like done way off.
It was Sagrada Familia. 8 hours of just like, you know, they do the tattoo needle with like 20 needles and it's just scraping in.
20 needles.
Like grim.
I believe you.
I think tattoos hurt more the more you get. Like your first one, I remember getting this and being like, oh, that wasn't that bad. And I feel the older I'm getting, maybe it's just because I'm getting older, but someone said it's the more you get tattoos, that your body is saying, please stop doing this. And the more you get it, the more it's saying, please just fucking stop doing this.
I don't know about that. I've also heard theories that like the first one hurts the least because you have so much adrenaline. I don't think that's true as someone that gets tattooed, as someone that tattoos. I don't think that really changes. I think if you've drank before, how hydrated you are, did you eat, how much did you sleep, is going to affect one person's variance on pain more than anything else. I also think that as you age, I think you have like less tolerance for putting your body through distress. In general, if I had to say one, I'd probably say sleep properly and eat. That was just as nuts as I thought it would be. That was pretty neat. I really, really respect Ed Sheeran. He loves the art form, you can tell. I wish he would do a little more research. I wish that he was maybe a little more precious with who he would go to in terms of skill, but in terms of the things that he's gotten, why not? He's a kooky, quirky guy. Ed Sheeran, you ever want a color tattoo? Come my way, I got you. You could be the one straight guy that comes to me per year.